Today, we're talking about the top 10 point guards, in my opinion. I will be speaking on their career averages only. Um, so let's get this video started. But before we do, always remember to hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Let's get started. First point guard is Russell Westbrook. He averaged 22.7 points per game, 8 assists, 6.3 rebounds per game, shoot 43.3% from the field goal, and shoot 31.3% from the three-point range. Of course, he's number one. I mean, with me, it's a debate between one and two. I could put Russell in the two. I can put him in a one. Um, because it's Kyrie over there. I'm a big fan of Kyrie's. But Russell Westbrook, he deserves to be number one. Two-time MVP, All-Star. I mean, this guy's electric, fast, strong. Um, I don't think no guard attacks the basket and finish through contact better than he does. If I'm wrong, just let me know. Show me what y'all think about it. Um, yeah, but Russell Westbrook, he's the best point guard in the NBA. Yeah, and that's my first one. My second one is no other than Kyrie Irving. I'm a great fan of Kyrie Irving. He averaged 21.6 points per game, 5.7 assists per game, and he shoot 45.7% from the field goal range and 38.2 from the three-point range. Tell me what y'all think. Kyrie at number two. He can score the basketball. He was born to do that. I think he have the best handle in the NBA. And I think one of the most underrated parts about his game is his finishing ability through contact amongst bigs 6'10" or higher. So Kyrie, he ain't a scrub. He's good. He can be in that number one position. But yeah, number three, Stephen Curry, Chef Curry with the pot, how y'all want to call it. Um, he would be the number one point guard if he wasn't a defensive liability. Kyrie Irving, he's a defensive liability, but I think he can play defense on other guards when he want to. It's a difference when he want to and you can't. There's some people in the NBA that just can't play defense. Stephen Curry is one of them. Don't get me wrong. Two-time MVP, two-time NBA champion. He averaged 2.9 points per game, 6.8 assists per game, shooting 47.6 from the field and 43.7 from three-point range. The best, the best three-point shooter in history of basketball, in my opinion. He's definitely the best three-point shooter in the game today in this era. I remember when they was saying he was the best player in the NBA. I wouldn't go as far as saying that because I still think LeBron James is the greatest player of all. But let's get back on subject. But Stephen Curry, um, he could be the best point guard if he wasn't a defensive liability and if he can finish through contact. His passing ability is good. Top three handles in NBA. I put him number three. I think Kemba Walker has a better handle than him. I think Kyrie has the best handle in the league as far as point guards. They saying it's probably the best handle all time. I think it's debate with him and Allen Iverson, but you can go either way with them. My fourth point guard on my list is John Wall. John Wall career averages is 18.9 points per game. He averaged 9.2 assists per game while shooting 43.3 from the field, and he also shoot 32.3% from the three-point range. Baseline, he is the fastest player in the NBA. Quick, athletic, strong. Gotta do that, John Wall. Hey, but dude is electric. He's fast. He put me in a mold of a Russell Westbrook. Not But Russell, he gets after it though. John Wall do too, but Russell, he got that flair about him though, like strong. But You know, the point guards nowadays are two guards posing in point guards' bodies. It's only a last few true point guards left that's pass, looking to pass first, then score later. Uh, Chris Paul, he in this list. In fact, he's next. Lonzo Ball just got drafted to the Lakers. Rajon Rondo. Hey, if y'all know any more, leave them under the comments. Yeah, but next, Chris Paul. He averaged 18.7 points per game, 10 assists per game, while shooting 47.3 from the field goal and 37.3 from the 3-point range. Why I put him at 5? He has to do more. I'm not gonna lie. He's only been an all-star in this league. Don't get me wrong, he's a superstar, but he only been an all-star in this league. Never been to a conference final. Never been to the finals. He has a lot to do. Do he want to end his career without winning a ring or winning a championship? I'm not saying rings are that's going to define a player career, because there's a lot of Hall of Famers, which Chris Paul will be one of them. He will go down as one of the best point guards in the league. But, as a fan of his, I would love to see him win a ring. Chris Paul, he can shoot and he can pass the ball and he can defend. He can defend. Yes, first team all defense this past season. I don't know if he should have been in there. I think Avery Bradley got snubbed. But yeah, tell me what y'all think about that. 6 on my list is no other than Isaiah Thomas. Averages 19.1 points per game, 5 assists per game, while shooting 44.3% from the field goal range and 36.7% from the 3-point range. This kid can play. He can flat out play. Remember, he was the last pick at a draft the year he came out. That was a mistake. He can score the basketball, and the man about 5'9", 5'10", can play though. Like, he really can score the basketball in many different ways. He can go get a bucket inside the rim. He can go finish through contact. He can handle a ball. He can run a team. He did it before, and I'm excited to see him play next against the greatest player in my era, and I think the greatest player of all time. I will be doing that another video, who's the greatest players of all time in my opinion. But yeah, Isaiah Thomas can flat out score the basketball. He was put in the NBA and on this earth to score the basketball. He can score. He has that Mamba mentality. Only a few players have that. He's one of them. Kyrie's another. Russell, they got that Mamba mentality to go get it at any means. I think his career high last year was 52, but the kid can flat out score the basketball. Next, 7th on the list, Oakland kid. Came from a mid-major college in Weber State. Damian Lillard, his career averages is 22.5 points per game. He averaged 6 assists per game while shooting 43% from the field goal. He shoots 36.8% from the 3. He can flat out play. And don't get me wrong, all these guards on this list can flat out play, but we are in an era of where the point guards are dominant. This is the era of the point guards are dominant and a stretch 4. It's no more big mans, it's stretch 4s. And it's the point guard era. They all looking to score. They all can score. But yeah, Damian Lillard, he can score from many different ways. He's athletic. He can play defense. He can pass the ball. He can handle it. He needs to finish better amongst bigs, but he's getting there. I'm looking for him to take that next step. I'm looking for MVP or lead the league in scoring type of year from him. I think he's good. He's going to be around this league to come for a long time. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. Let me know what y'all also think about this. Who's the best player on Portland? CJ McCollum or Damian Lillard? Leave it in the comments. Just let me know what y'all think about that. 8. This guy, very underrated. I'm from Indiana. He's from Indiana, and I'm not putting him in a list just because he's from Indiana. Let's stop that right now. But Mike Conley. Mike Conley averaged 14.3 career average, 5.7 assists while shooting 44.2% from the field goal with 37.8% from the three. Flat out play. He can flat out play. He's been averaging 20 for the last few seasons. Mike Conley is not a scrub. He can play basketball. Salute to the Indiana kid. Hey, but he can flat out pass the ball. He's very underrated because there's a lot of point guards in the NBA and there's a lot of point guards in the Western Conference. But think if this guy was in the East, he would be an all-star. Just how Kyle Lowry is. If Kyle Lowry was in the West, he wouldn't be an all-star. But since he's in the East, he's an all-star. And that's the next person on my list. At number 9 is Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry, career averages, he averaged 14.2 points per game, 5.8 assists per game, while shooting 42.4 from the field goal and 36.4 from the three-point range. Kyle Lowry can play. He can lead a team. He a scoring guard. He needs the ball in his hand. He's not the best player on the team. Of course, he's in DeMar DeRozan's shadow. But don't get me wrong, he ain't a scrub. He can play basketball. He bounced around a lot in this league before he found his home in Toronto. I'm happy for him. He can score the ball. He can drive it. I think he's one of the traditional point guards too. But he looks to score first, so not really. But he can pass. All-star. I don't see him winning a championship just because LeBron's in the East. But he's not a scrub. He can play. He can play. Last but not least, Kemba Walker. New York, stand up. Kemba Walker ain't a scrub. He can go from 5 to 10 on point guards. But right now he's top 10 point guards at number 10 for me. Averaging 18.5 points per game, 5.4 assists per game, while shooting 41.2 from the field goal percentage and 35.1 from the three-point percentage. Tell me what y'all think. Should he be higher or should he be lower? To me, 10th spot is the best for him. In a weaker Eastern Conference, he's been doing okay. He just became an all-star last season. So, yeah. I'll say he has the second best handle in the NBA. Tell me if y'all want me to do a video on top handles in the NBA. And I will. I might do that just anyway. Just because I'm a basketball fan. I'm a basketball player. But Kemba Walker, he can lead a team. He's leading the team in Charlotte. I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I don't know if he's going to win an NBA championship. It depends on if he stays in the Hornets. They looking good. They just added Dwight Howard. So I think that's going to open up a lot of things for him. So his productivity is going up through the roof. So, yeah. And that's it, man. Always remember to hit that comment, like, subscribe button. More videos are coming. I promise you that. Better quality, better content. Stick with me. We rocking the hoodies game. You know, throw on your hoodie, put on a hat. Hey, salute to y'all.